welcome back everyone for some more of my Sheffield United career mode for FIFA 19. And two things I want to do, cover rather, before I play this game against Derby, which, by the way, I know I said I was going to play against Stoke, but I figured if you look over at the table over here, we're pretty much right in the thick of things for automatic promotion, and so is Stoke, but at the same time, in real life, Derby is actually in the promotion playoffs right now, whereas Stoke is towards the bottom half of the table. But as you can see here, I got 7 wins and 5 draws, which I'm not real happy about the 5 draws. I really wish I would be winning more, but at the same time I am undefeated, so I'm not going to complain about that. And another thing I want to cover here real quick is I want to cover my youth academy, and this guy right here, Jakob Peterson, he's already at 50 overall, and his potential is a 75 to 94. I think this guy's going to be my young superstar for the Sheffield United career mode. I think this guy, it says he's an attacker, but it's showing he's a right midfield, which I think he might end up being a right winger. I'm not sure. Which, actually, no, he is a right midfielder. But, yeah, I got him. Oscar Hill, the center mid, looks pretty promising. Even though his overall isn't all that great, he's still got amazing potential. And I also got this guy, Rodney de Vries, from the Netherlands, which I think he's a center attacking midfielder. Yeah, Jakob Peterson is a right mid, like I said. I don't know why it says he's an attacker, but maybe one of his preferred positions is a right winger. I don't know. But, anyway, let's get down to business here, while we take on Derby. I'll play with the away kit. I don't think I've shown the away kits yet. And as you can see, I got 2 big additions since the last time I recorded this. Over on the left-hand side is Caraba, which you're probably thinking, well, Teddy, didn't you say that you weren't going to buy Caraba anymore after the Veracruz career mode? Well, to be honest with you, I don't think I gave this guy a fair shake. I think because he was in a not too good of a side, I think I put too much pressure on him. And looking back at the videos, he really wasn't as bad as what I made it out to be. So whenever I got the chance, I decided to sign him again. So he's going to be my backup left mid. And you can probably see Merwin Fellaini right there, who's coming in for Norwood, which I do plan on substituting later on in the game. But one sub I do want to make here is I'm actually going to take off Stengs and I'm going to put Magoljuk in there because he said he wants to start this game, which I have no problem with. But my subs are probably going to be Norwood, E2, and Jan Fieder Earp, since I have not featured Fieder Earp yet in this career mode thus far. But without further ado, let's kick things off against the Rams. Merwin Fellaini isn't really a realistic signing, so to speak, but then again, I'm not really going for realism in my career mode. And if you think about it, John Terry did play for Aston Villa there for a season, so what's going to stop somebody like Fellaini's playing at Sheffield United?
Martin Tyler along with you today. Alan Smith's alongside me, and we've got a game from the League Championship, Alan.
Yeah, this is a very, very big game. You see the top of the table is pretty tight.
Derby County feature in this match against Sheffield United.
Second versus third, they both enjoyed really solid starts, and I think
you see their team's pretty good. Mason Mount, Harry Wilson, Tom Lawrence, Tamori, the center back, is really good. Scott Carson in goal. They're playing a 4-3-3 formation, more of a 4-3-3 holding, whereas I play a 4-3-3 attacking. But without further ado, let's get this kicked off.
Here we are, the start of the match. This is another shot.
Good goal there by Calvert-Lewin. Pretty much straightforward, but it's always good when you get off to a hot start like that, especially against a quality side like Derby County. And like I said before, Derby County is actually in the playoffs in real life. They clinched it earlier today, which at the time of recording, it is Sunday. And today was also the final day of the champion. That's bad turnover with I'm talking, but yeah, Derby County managed to edge Middlesbrough for the 6th and final spot, so they'll be playing against Leeds United in the playoffs, whereas West Brom will be taking on Aston Villa.
The defender got there first, though. In good form.
Oh! Unlucky not to score there.
He can hit it here. Decent block. looking a problem until the clearance was made. Caraba.
See, oh, that was a terrible cross.
And they've got it away from the danger. Got past his man here. They've opened them up.
Nice!
Goal!
Calvert-Lewin's already on a brace. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the Sheffield United team does in the Premier League in real life. I know, I think I read somewhere where Manchester United went $7 million for Dean Henderson for Sheffield United to secure his services permanently. And that's one thing I did forget to tell. Not only did I get Caraba and Fellaini from the free agency, I also terminated all the people that were on loan, like Henderson, Kieran Dowell, which that was offside. Scott Hogan, all of them I sent back to their parent clubs because not only does it free up a squad space, but it also lets me
And it's gone out for a throw.
without me releasing those players from loan, I wouldn't have been able to get Caraba and Fellaini because I already had a full squad. And my plans for the January transfer window is just to clear out some of the dead wood in my team. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin has a hat-trick going on. But yeah, my main goal in the January transfer window, I don't plan on buying anybody. I just want to free up some more squad space, get rid of some of my older players, some players that really have no future with me on this team. That way, when it is time for me to sign those Youth Academy players, I'll have space in my team to do so.
That's safely away. Adams. That's a useful ball in.
Ah, what is with the crossing in this team today? I mean, give credit for Derby for playing good defense, but that doesn't really say anything about my Nice!
Super goal.
I've never really played with Marouane Fellaini. Like, I'm not a fan of his in real life, but I've never played with him before in any FIFA game as far as I remember. And based on this early game, he's actually doing quite well. Ooh! That was a good attempt by Calvert-Lewin.
All credit for taking the shot on, Alan.
Well, it would have been a heck of a goal to score from that distance. Surprised he tried, actually.
It's going to be interesting to see, like, with Derby County, it's going to be interesting to see if they end up getting promoted, considering Frank Lampard is their manager. And he's also talked about being the future manager at Chelsea, which I'm not sure what Maurizio Sarri's future is with the Blues, but if Sarri would end up losing his job at the end of the season, Frank Lampard has been a name that's been thrown around as a potential replacement for him, so I wonder how that's going to affect the Rams' push for promotion. And I gotta be honest with you, I fancy Derby's chances against Leeds because Leeds is kind of like in a free fall right now. I'm not quite sure what's going on with them because they were at top of the championship table for a lengthy period of time, especially in the early part of the first half of the season, and then Leeds just drastically dropped off in form and allowed Norwich and Sheffield United to push up the table and win promotion. You can honestly say the same thing about West Brom. Their form's kind of taken a dip in the second half of the season, and Aston Villa's been on a tear. So, honestly, if I had to come up with a prediction for who I think is going to be in the promotion final, I'm going to have to say it's going to be Aston Villa versus Derby. I really do. As far as survival prospects for next season for Sheffield United, I think on paper it looks like they're sure bets for relegation, but something tells me they're going to squeak out survival next season. I don't know. I really don't have any reason to think that way, but I just think that they'll find some way to surprise people and just squeak in survival.
That's a turnover of possession here. Caraba.
I also think their manager, Chris Wilder, I think he's done a good job with the team. I mean, he won the League 2 with Northampton Town. He won League 1 with Sheffield United. And he is also responsible for leading Sheffield United to promotion, having a blistering second half of the championship season. Okay, let's see what Fellaini can do. Not real fast.
Shots on here. They've got in to score here.
That's his second of the game.
Well, he's doubled up here with his second goal, and he took it in excellent style, just like the first one. There's only really one team in it, only one team enjoying this.
Okay, Che Adams is getting in on the goal scoring out. I think that's his second of the game.
Well, there is a saying that things come in threes.
No, that's it. That's a hat trick for him. I didn't realize he was on a hat trick.
But he's played really well. His overall game has been top class.
Oh, blocked. That's got to be a corner.
Coming up, a corner.
These away kits by Sheffield United aren't great, but I don't think they're nearly as bad as what I made them out to be at the beginning of this series. I mean, they're not great. I prefer some of the other. I liked when they wore like the orange for the away kits. I thought that looked pretty good on them.
From one side and rather lackluster.
Okay, let's see. Not making any substitutions. And there's the controversial sell that I made, Billy Sharp. I sold him to Derby County for $3 million.
I wonder how the fans of his old team will receive him, but what we do know is he is a good player.
And also another controversial bit of business I'm going to do in January. I do plan on selling McGoldrick, even though he was voted player of the season in real life by Sheffield United. But like I said before, I need to free up some squad space because I just have way too many players. And I want to be able to sign new players like my youth academy players. And I can't do that with a full squad, so somebody has to go.
One back very quickly.
Oh, I don't know what kind of pass that was.
Corner to be taken.
I tell you, Derby's playing some really good defense.
Caraba.
Is that offside?
Not a good cross at all, and easy.
That's pretty much been the story of the game. Bad crossing. Oh, bad header. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Fizzled out here. Goal kick.
Derby's pretty much forced them to beat them down the middle because I don't know what's going on with my wingers today, but they're not getting the job done. Though technically McGoldrick's not a winger. Okay, let's see what kind of substitutions I can make. Fellaini, I'll take him off. Put Norwood in there. Ito, put him on. Put Adams on there, and I'll put Earp in there. Give him some game time.
Well, the manager's going to take him off here, but again he's played very well and enhanced his reputation, hasn't he, during this first season with the club.
Yeah, this wasn't a one-off today. He's put in that kind of performance many times over the course of the season.
Okay, let's see what Earp can do.
It's
good. That's a good kick. I don't know why they have him bald in this game. I don't think he's bald in real life. I think he has blonde hair.
I have to say it's so one-sided today, but all credit to
plays for Hamburg in real life. Which Hamburg's actually that was a very good goal by Jan Peter Earp. But yeah, Hamburg in real life are actually in danger of not even getting promoted at all this season, where they, by all rights, they probably should get promoted. Well, by all rights, Hamburg should never have gotten relegated, but that's a whole different story.
Now they've won the ball back and trying to make something of it quickly.
Okay, oh, hit the post. Okay, this Sheffield United team's starting to get on fire now.
A goal here to savour.
Well, the keeper quite rightly asking one or two questions of his defenders who didn't react as quickly as the goal scorer.
One team really on their game today, the other very off colour.
Let's see if I can get anything done out on the wings today.
Derby County's next game.
Yeah, they're playing West Bromwich Albion in the next match in the Football League Championship. And I do see them as strong favourites. I think they'll win.
There we go. That's a quick hat-trick by Jan Peter Earp. That's why I signed him. That's what he's capable of. And the scary thing for the other teams is that He's only going to get better, and I haven't even started training him yet.
In the side of the opposition all match, and he thoroughly deserves that hat-trick.
I don't think we expected this. Such a one-sided affair.
Nice tackle.
And shoots. Super goal.
Calvert-Lewin showing why I signed him at the beginning of the season. He's been stellar so far. I have to say Calvert-Lewin and Che Adams have been really good signings for me so far. They weren't too expensive either, and they were at decent overalls.
Not a turnover in play here with that interception.
Oh! I didn't pay attention to that. Oops.
Throw in here.
Scott Malone, Curtis Davies. Yeah, this Derby team has some really good players on their team.
And you can hear it in the lack of noise, if you like, from the supporters.
Well, those fans can't even be bothered to give their players any
Philip Billing, my most expensive signing. Pretty good effort there.
For the next couple of hours or so, he's got to forget friendships and try and outwit his former team.
Yeah, well, they know all about him, and they know what a good player he is, so they'll be guarded.
He's crossed it well.
Oh!
Can only parry it out.
Okay, let's see if I can make something
He
happen
laid off
here.
to the supporting player.
Nice!
And a goal!
That's what, goal number 4 for Earp in this game. He's been on fire since I got him on the team.
And that's another brilliant shot and another brilliant goal.
Well, they don't come around too often, but as a striker, I know it's a wonderful feeling when you're so confident in front of goal.
One team really on their game today. The other very
Okay, let's see if I can launch one more attack here.
Well, he has got a
I
chance
see
to
you,
get
Earp.
it. And it's a header, and he scores with the
And that's a
header.
good header.
They have
Yeah, Jan Peter Earp shown exactly why I signed him.
A long way out, and from that angle, it's not always easy to finish.
Defenders caught out by it in the end.
Well, it was just perfect from the delivery to the finish. Top marks.
Okay. Let's see if I can get the ball back.
Again, possession squandered, really.
Harry Wilson, the loanee from Liverpool.
7 minutes
Tom
to go.
Lawrence. Of course, Mason Mount, the loanee from I think he belongs to Chelsea if I remember correctly. Craig Bryson.
Now O'Connell.
But yeah, this is a very decent Derby side. It's no wonder why they're third on the table.
Well, they are really knocking the ball around well.
Yeah, there's always
Yeah,
been
this is
an
going to be
option
boring
for the
here.
player
I just want to
in
run out of
possession,
time. This team's pretty much
and they've
beaten.
used that option and kept possession really well.
54% possession passing for Bryson as opposed to 100% for Billing. So far, Billing's been justifying the $24 million price tag that I paid for him. I think he's been solid for me so far.
On the whistle today. Well, one team's coming off looking pretty fresh. The other team exhausted. They've been chasing the
Okay,
game.
I'm interested to see what the stats
Yeah,
look
they
like in this
have,
game.
and, a game they haven't enjoyed.
Nearly 60% possession. Jordan Lukaku, who was actually pretty quiet in the game, but was pretty sound defensively, and that's why he got the perfect 10 and man of the match. And there we go. Pretty solid victory against Derby. And in the next video, which I said I was going to play Stoke, which I think I'm just going to sim that game. But the next game I'm actually going to feature on my channel will be the Steel City Derby against Sheffield Wednesday. So that one should be very exciting. So, but yeah, there you go. Let's see what the one of them's going to be from the Goldrick. Thanks for playing me. You're welcome. Just gotta do training real quick. And then I'm gonna send it to Stoke, and I'm gonna leave things off here. So, you see, Bilo's getting close to 77, Ito more than halfway to 73. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.